So basically, Friday night I was awoken by the same officer that dealt with me in 2023 at about 4:20 a.m. I had a sort of buzz on the intercom, and then there was Chris Wood, 8382 of the Devon and Cornwall Police, and 3 other bobbies in his little unit backup gang. They said that they are wanting to speak to me and looking to make an arrest in regards to malicious communications. So I spoke probably back and forth for about 10 minutes, but they were set on the arrest. They were fixated on the arrest. Where I said to them, look, you got 2 options. I mean, hang on, I don't have 2 options. It's like, you just make it sound like I have those 2 options. The communications were to a complaint handler in the police force. They called her all kinds of names I don't really need to go into, and another one was former close on. This thing seems to keep going on and on for a while. I wonder if you think it's something I do, or is it something wrong with the police? And I say it's the same officer, and I mean the same officer investigated coming back again, You know, that I wanted to state particularly crimebodge, someone like them could confirm or deny that they violated one part of legislation, the section 17 of PACE. This officer hasn't seemed to really go into the legislation counts, and thinks because he thinks it's serious, because I might have come across with name calling. Although I might make a few videos, I don't feel like there's much prevention. It might be a bit more like it gets into some brains of the public, but it's not enough, really. I could say I'm sick and tired, but it's probably more like I just brace myself. There's an open now case on me with malicious come to return to the station on police bail. It's despicable. I mean, people, auditors might understand that really that the freedom of speech is not so much freedom of speech, because sometimes the law enforcement don't understand when we make I don't know, like might vocally call someone names, or might say that we'd want to do them physical harm. It's not the fullest of threat of violence. I mean, there might be threat of violence, but it's not full list, and like the immediate threat to kill. I played some videos, and then you can sort of see for yourself how it is. I basically did not answer questions. I made a pre-statement that is kept with my solicitor. That you have to make your decision and let me know what it is. And some people are, I'd say, because they seen what I've been through in America, they think I haven't learned my lesson. I'm thinking I'm quite bewildered to believe that you really think it's about a lesson here. It's not. And the only lesson is how we become accustomed to the tyranny of the authorities. And sometimes some people can't help themselves whenever they might blurt out something on social media. But I do give them that, because some people who might have said something, Lucy Connolly, were telling the truth, yet they still languishing in a prison cell. I'll play the videos and you'll see for yourself what I'm talking about. Thank you. I'm talking through the door, okay?
Yeah, that's fine, Samuel. You'll remember myself. It's Chris, officer at Falmouth. We're here with regards to a different matter, unfortunately. By which point we do need to talk with you. All right, so you're gonna have to open the door up, mate, so we can have a chat.
I just excuse me, sorry, but I see you got Chris Wood, correct?
That is absolutely correct, Samuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you again.
I'm just I see that you've got a few other officers. I'm a bit I'm a bit kind of just leaky at the moment.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Bear in mind, you have to bear in mind, I am a bit, I've just kind of got up.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's something. Unfortunately, it's not anything that can wait. I'm afraid we've been asked to speak with you urgently, so hence why we're here.
Speaking about four other officers, I understand what I've been saying, what I've been doing.
Good. Yeah, so you know
I
why we're here then.
understand, but I'm not very happy that this is kind of going to this sort of manner. A little bit, I'm a little bit kind of like at the moment uneasy, and I'm just a bit kind of like in a position where I've, I'm kind of lost for it. I've been completely woken. And
Yeah, no, I know. Unfortunately, I know I appreciate it's an unsociable hour, but unfortunately, we can't do everything as we would like to. And so we do need to speak with you now. So if you can open the door, then we can, like I said, we can have that chat in person with you. I don't particularly want to just speak to you door. I recognise that you like taking recordings of us at your doorstep. Unfortunately, we do have the right and the powers to be here. So
yeah,
yeah.
but I don't really appreciate how you come over something like stuff on social media just to try to get me brought to court. Look,
I think
I'm
you're
not.
moving a bit too far ahead, Samuel. In the first, we need to speak with you with regards to the matter. It suggests that you know what matter we're talking about. So
But
you'd appreciate that, like I said,
I'm alarming my neighbours. You see, my neighbours have
well,
been alarmed by
well,
the
that's fine. If you open the
idea.
door and let us come in to speak with
I
you, we
have
won't be doing it on your doorstep, will we?
personal dealings with law enforcement in the past. So I might find it better if I speak to you here. I just don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate for you guys to kind of harass me.
Yeah, we're
I'm
not
trying to
harassing
be
you,
calm and
Samuel.
peaceful.
We've come to do
Okay,
our job.
bear in
We've
mind,
been.
I'm a human being,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I appreciate that.
and I understand being police that you are police.
Mm,
You see, you came to the door. I was thinking yourself, it's just much easier for you just to sort of be a bit more like people. This is my property. Bear in mind, I understand. It's online. I might say a few things that might be a bit hit.
unpleasant. That doesn't mean that it's me to crime. I'm not.
Samuel, we're going to nip you in the bud because we can stand here all night. But the fundamental reason for us coming here this evening is to arrest you for the offences that you've seen. That's correct. Yes. Of which, just to be clear, of which the offence in which we will be arresting you for gives us the right to use force to enter if we need to. The offence we're talking about is malicious communications. You've said it yourself, you've already just mentioned something with regards to emails sent. We will be, like I said, so I would suggest you open the door. We can then come in and speak with you regarding it. Or if you choose to,
I've been over this. I mean, you remember, Chris?
I'd already explained, Samuel, it's a separate matter. It's not the same one. It's a separate matter, a separate report we've received, of which, unfortunately, brings us back to your door again. Okay, so as I said, you can open the door, or we can, like I said, if I feel that we're going to get nowhere, we can use force to open the door. I certainly don't want to do that because you've got neighbours at 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's going to cause a lot of noise, isn't it?
I want to be perfectly clear. I have this on camera.
Absolutely, Samuel. You can record me as much as you like.
Yeah, I can record you, absolutely.
You can.
But this is just beyond basic belief.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm sure it does.
I've been making videos.
You have, I know, I've seen them, thank you.
I've been doing stuff on social media, so I am not too happy.
Oh, I'm sure you're not, and I'm delighted to be here at 4:10 in the morning. It's just what I want to do.
So,
yeah, okay. So Samuel, can we clarify? Are you going to be open, Samuel? We can keep talking about it, but we will be, like I said, we will be arresting you this morning. So are you going to open the door, or are we going to have to look to use force to come in?
This is far enough. Seriously.
Yeah, and I'm giving you.
I do not approve doing this.
I didn't really want to.
If you want to you do not understand what this is causing enough impact on my mental health.
I'm very mindful. I've met you before, Samuel. I'm very mindful of your mental health. I'm also aware of the report, so I'm also considerate of the people who are on the other side of this. So our job is here to as we've explained, to effect your arrest, and that will give you your opportunity to give your version of events. Okay?
This is not giving my version of events.
No, I'm not, Samuel. I'm here listening to you, but I
have to say I am outraged. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You just seem more intent on causing me distress, so you can just do your own job and think that this is acceptable.
Yeah.
So can you just go background?
That will be explained to you in the interview.
I want to know who is the person involved.
You can make all the demands you like, Samuel, but I'm not going to disclose that because that wouldn't be right.
Why is it that you think that you threaten this?
I'm not threatening you, Samuel. What I've made you aware is that you're arrestable for an offence, which is part of Section 1 of PACE, which carries the right for us to use Section 17 to force entry if we need to do so. I don't want to do that. I'd rather you just open the door so that we can talk to you, as I've asked multiple times.
You made this choice.
I'm not making this choice. I've been asked to be here. So, Samuel, I'd encourage you to open the door because, like I said, otherwise we will use force to come in.
I'll be honest. I get much more hits on YouTube because YouTube used to do this.
I'm pleased that we bring you hits on YouTube. I really am. Yeah, you, like I said, if you wish to put this on YouTube, that's your problem.
This is your fault, not mine. Yours.
Fault.
Yeah, I mean this because of you, okay?
Okay. Can you open the door now?
They are kept away. I don't think you have any consideration at all. I think this is absolutely diabolical.
Yeah, I've got a fairly clear understanding of how you feel, and that is unfortunately we are going around in circles now. So can you open the door, Samuel, please?
Yeah, because I don't like the fact that you think you have powers to break down when this is quite opposite.
Well, I'm not.
You keep going around in circles, but that's the go.
Well, there are, just to clarify, Samuel, there have been no threats made. What I'm telling you is fact. And like I've explained why we're here, you seem to have an understanding of why we are here. And I'm making it clear to you of our reason for being here. We are here to effect your arrest, and that will give you an opportunity to provide your explanation as to what a report that we've received in relation to your behaviour. Simple as that.
I stand down that this is not acceptable.
Absolutely fine. You...
Go around in circles, just somebody makes petty allegations because you just think that you just want to do your job. Look at you.
Well, we can argue that it's a pet. You might think it's a petty allegation, but I believe to the person who's made it, it's actually quite important.
The allegation, you just basically follow through.
And just so you're aware, like I said, you've got. I'm going to give you a further opportunity to open the door. If not, my colleague is currently getting the equipment to put your door in. Pardon?
I ask you to leave this property because you are aggravated trespass. You are breaking the law.
Yeah, sadly, that's not the case, Samuel. But
I've got you on
camera. Yeah, I know.
Breaking the law. I do not think this is right.
Okay.
I'm getting fucking sick of this now.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. How you open the door then, and we can resolve this issue.
Open the door. What? To go and arrest me for something?
Well, yeah, I mean, you've got two options. You've got Samuel. You've got two options.
No.
The first. Listen to me a minute. You're talking over me.
You understand?
Sorry.
You do not leave me like in two options because.
Well, I do. You do have two options.
I feel like I have nowhere to go.
But you do have two options.
You keep my neighbours away. You don't understand how it makes me fucking feel. You get me.
Samuel.
I am pissed. All right.
Samuel.
I'm outraged.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
You don't think this is right. I don't think this is right. You guys get the fuck off my property. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere, Samuel.
You don't try to act like you can force your way in. You're just going to make yourself famous on YouTube, man.
And I look forward to it. I really do.
No. I think this is despicable. Okay. It's caused me enough fucking problems with my mental health. Right.
I'm sure it has.
You don't give a shit, do you?
And we will support you with that as the best that we can. But ultimately, our duty is to come here and
it's like this. You have to do it, isn't it?
That's correct. We do. Yeah.
Well, I don't give a fuck what you have to do. You're not welcome here. Do you understand that?
You feel that way. I understand that you feel that way, but unfortunately, we need to be here. That's why we're here.
Well, unfortunately, man, I'm going to make sure you lose your job.
Yeah. Okay.
I've already spoke to you by email.
Yeah, you have, and I think
that
was
to your other officers.
interesting.
All of them, I absolutely hate them for what they did.
Who do you hate from? Sorry, who are we talking about?
See, the thing is, if I get to Camborne, I don't have any transport to get home.
Well, we don't need to worry about how you get back at the minute. We're more worried about how you get there.
Well, what you see, that's the issue. Is that I live probably ages away from Camborne. I'm almost. I won't be able to get back.
Yeah, Samuel, we don't worry about things like that at the minute. You don't have to worry about that. That would all get sorted out. At the moment, it's just that very simply that we need to speak with you in relation to this latest report.
Arrest, you see.
Pardon?
I got better things to do with my time. I don't feel that an arrest is necessary.
I'm sure you don't, but unfortunately, that's not an option that you have, and it's not an option that we have. That will happen, Samuel. The first option is you open the door and allow us to do that, or the second option is that we'll use force to do that, and we'll do that.
See, I don't think that I should have to be brought in just for an interview.
But the thing is that beforehand, the last time we came, you were invited for an interview and you refused to come.
I don't need another charge.
Well, no, I'm sure you don't need another charge, but that's not up to us either. That will be as. Well, it's definitely not. I wish I had that level of authority.
This case on and cause as much distress as possible.
Right, Samuel. So just so you're aware, you've got this is the final opportunity because the failure, the next.
Final option.
Yeah, it is because my colleague has just arrived with a with. Okay, all right. Well, I tell you what, Samuel, we've had multiple opportunities to open the door. So in a second, I would suggest you stand back from the door because we will be using force to enter. Okay. I know you can see through the camera, so you'll be aware and you can see my colleague.
I can see that you've got
It's absolutely fine, colleague. Yeah, so are you going to open the door or are we going to use.
I really the back.
Samuel, do you need anything come with you? Do you want a telephone, wallet, medication, anything that needs to come with you?
I don't need anything. I just need my shoes on.
Just need some shoes.
So let me get my shoes. Okay.
Hang there for me. Right, so what we do is we double handcuffs, okay? What that means is